What is marriage life like? What does it feel like to be married?
Hello, my amazing family. This is the 20th time I'm doing this introduction because Norma will not just.
Like, how you take with me? Maybe your child dey distract you. How you take with me? As I dey here, I don't even move body.
So, in this video, my very nosy friend is going to be asking me questions you are too afraid to ask your married friend.
What was the first impression about your husband?
My first impression was on picture. And on that picture, he just seemed like a university celebrity guy type. He was in the university, and his picture, when I saw his picture, he just seemed like a university celebrity type.
Like those hot guys in the campus.
Yeah, something like
Those
that.
are what is the best part of your marriage?
Yeah. The best part is that I don't have to argue with my husband for us to resolve an issue. The part that we understand each other and we don't have to fight about anything before we get answers to it. Like, we don't argue too much. We don't argue at all. We only talk about our differences in love. Like, we agree on a thing easily. That's the best part about it for me. We don't have to fight each other for my opinions to be heard. He doesn't have to fight me for his opinion to be heard. We don't argue about things that much, but we talk about things and we resolve it as fast as possible, like two adults. And then the second best part is that we have two lovely sons that are growing up healthy and strong. Another best part is that we value ourselves more than we value material things. Like, some people, when there's no money, they become enemies. When there's money, they settle. But we value ourselves and our relationship more than any other thing. Even these children, we value our relationship more than it. That is it. Did I answer your question, or should I still go on?
No. You have done justice now. And next question, okay. So amongst all the dreams that your husband has, which is that one particular dream you wish to help him to achieve? That's one precious dream you wish to help him to achieve.
The dream. So there are lots of dreams in my head I want to help my husband to achieve. But one thing that I'm always thinking about, or one thing that I was even discussing with my friend this morning, is that I want to support my husband the way he's supporting me. Like, I just want to give him that freedom to explore who he is. I want to give him that freedom to just get exactly what he wants for himself and not have to nag him or pressure him or make him move faster than he's moving, or make him move slower than he's already. I just want to help him with any dream that he hopes to achieve, whatever. But I know that his dream of becoming great is that one dream that I will always want to help him achieve. And
You know what, rub my hand.
wanna slap me.
I'm about to ask you a very funny, stupid question.
Ah.
Okay, so tell me, what turns you on?
Tongwa,
What turns you on?
please speak English.
Yeah,
Money. Money. I say, show me
Tell
turn
me,
on.
what is marriage life like? What does it feel like to be married? No, we are single. We don't know what it is. So, what does it feel like? You know, do you feel like they are depriving you of something, or do you enjoy it? Like, what does it really feel like to be married? As a single man, I don't know.
Yeah, I know you don't know. I don't know, but I married quite early, and I have never for one day felt like I'm being deprived of anything. I've not felt like I'm not moving as fast as I should move. I've never felt the need to not be married since ever. But for how does it feel? It feels like you have a responsibility that you cannot deny. So for me, it felt like I was a child being an adult at the same time. Because if I look at myself, I still feel like, okay, I'm still a very small girl. But then I look around, there are responsibility for me to take up, and I'm like, okay, you're a small girl, but as a small girl, you need to do this, you need to do that. You need to put on this skin of being a woman. So being married is bitter, is sweet, is everything in between, because you have to be responsible. So the part of always being responsible for a child, for a man, being responsible for the house, You are the one that have to think of everything that is going to be cooked, think of everything that, like, if you are not active, the home is not active, is the part that overwhelms me more in marriage, because you have to be responsible. So marriage, for me, it feels like responsibility, and owning up to the responsibility has made it better for me. So no, now that marriage is responsibility, period.
I ask you now, as a
Okay.
single woman, before you got married, you had much dreams and ambitions to actualize. Then now getting into marriage and with all the responsibilities in the marriage, do you think that all these responsibilities
Limiting.
are preventing you from actualizing your dream or preventing you from being that woman you have aspired to become?
Okay. Um, for me, as a very small girl, I've always seen marriage as an achievement, and marriage has been one thing that I worked hard to achieve. When I eventually got married, it felt like another push into that vision that I've always had for myself. It was a goal for me, and it was an achievement at the same time. So if I get married and my marriage can be like this, it's going to be an achievement. So when I eventually got married, the my marriage gave me more freedom than I would have as a single girl. My marriage gave me more voice, more resources to be me. It gave me time, and it gave me ground where I could be me more. So maybe because of the kind of husband I married, marriage was a push for what I wanted to achieve. So I've never had a situation whereby I felt limited. I just feel like I'm still going towards what I want to achieve, and my marriage is part of what is pushing me towards that. But at a point, having children felt like a burden, or felt like a cluster to that dreams that I have. But at the long run, it just felt like they are all adding up to make up for the betterment of the marriage.
So this question comes from the answer you gave. You said when you were young, you had pictured the kind of marriage you wanted. So my question now is, so far so good. The picture you have pictured, does your marriage fall into the picture?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
With the partner I have, with the relationship we have, with what we aspire, it falls in place. Though other circumstances around may not be in place now, but it seems like everything is falling in place and giving the perfect marriage I want. So I have always pictured my marriage to be a very happy one, a very loving one, a very peaceful one, and this is what I have already. So every other thing will fall into place as time goes on. So for every day that passes by, there is a new revelation of who my partner is and who I am, and we find new ways to relate with each other, find new ways to settle conflicts, find new ways to just be us. And so far so good. It is everything I have pictured and prayed for. Okay,
When
ma.
was the first time you knew that your husband was the one you wanted to spend forever with? Are you laughing?
Okay. Ha. That's another question.
Shebi, you see.
Answer another one first.
Oh,
Now.
answer that
No,
one.
I'll answer, but let me organize the thoughts in my head, because it's a
Yeah.
long time ago. Like 10 years ago.
I know.